recorded live on a potato on a tripod here for the title match of the Southern California Invitational. This will be the title match in the scratch division, as both Michael Marmoleo and Josh Abagania have 2 losses. So the winner of this will win $1,000 and a major JBT title, as well as triple first place points. Those points determine Bowler of the Year, All-Star Team, and who goes to the big one, the TPC in Vegas at the end of July. If Michael spares up this 7-pin, he'll have 7 1/4 pin. He'll have himself a 12-pin lead, which he did and he does. It's been merry-go-round city in the brackets this time. Every possible chance we had to have a bye, we had a bye. Very unusual, as Tyler Castronova had the top seed. You can see there. Lasted a while, but fell eventually, and then we've had an odd number of players, and every time we had a chance to make it even, the opposite result happened. That worked out well for Josh, as he ended up with a semifinal bye as the 7 seed. Helped get him here to play for this title. Tyler was earlier consoled with the U17 win, however, beating Caitlin for that crown. Caitlin in turn beat Lindsey Grime in a one-shot roll-off after tying at 190 for the girls' scratch title. That comes with $200 for first, and get $1,000 on the line right here. 3 and 4 is played tricky all day long. Most bowlers have told me it's one of the trickier pairs on the low side of the house, at least, that we've been using for the back half of scratch match play here. Michael coming off a big score, 278 the last game. I believe that's the high game of the tournament. To the right, there's still 3 bowlers left in the handicap division. We'll talk more about them a little later, as they obviously cannot yet be in the title match. Huge thanks to Daniel, Mike, the whole team here at Winnetka for having us. Big turnout for an invitational, 80 bowlers. Just about everybody eligible showed up for this one. In that kind of year, big entries all season. Josh, 8-10 last time on this lane. He's playing that very tight middle of the lane line. Yeah, that time gets the ball to face up much better. Flushes 10 in the pit, makes it a 1-pin game. Hold on, dead man's curve, demanding sport pattern, 43 feet, low ratio. Tricky surface here at Winnetka. Been around for a while. But these bowlers have been all weekend to learn pair to pair. Many bowlers literally walk around with a notebook. You see lots of higher bowlers do that these days. It's a great idea. Remind yourself of little details of what you got to do to zero in on each pair with these big money matches. That's obviously super important. Breaks up the split there. We'll trail by 3 now if you can convert that. It is Torres, De Guzman, and Sanchez remaining in the handicap division. I think the winner will be whoever's arm does not fall off first. As they bowled 5 qualifying games, I think this is the 9th or 10th game of match play. Lots of bowling to give away the big bucks. To earn the big bucks, I should say. Josh, a fantastic spare shooter, go hard and straight at it, and as soon as I call him a fantastic spare shooter, a very unusual for him chop of the 610, yikes. Well, big bank for Marmoleo, who has not gotten a lot of breaks in the title matches. He's only got 2 career wins. You'd think he had a ton more, but it's just 2. Deep inside line. There's that 2-handed tank down there. Pins have no choice but to fall when you hit them there. extends his lead to 15. He can make it 25 if he can find a way to double up here in the 6th. Invitationals every weekend through the month of June. Longview, Washington next week. Vegas, then Phoenix wraps it up. It's decent. Way better than decent. 10 back, 10 back. Marmaleo says, yes, sir. Josh, an 8-time JBT champ. He's got wins in scratch, handicap, team for sure, singles. Has he ever won doubles? I don't know. I don't think he has to complete that triple crown. In addition to all his bowling prowess, I understand he's also the salutatorian at his school this year. So I remember 10 years ago, Josh was sitting down in the bowling tables with his math textbook out. It was a math textbook, but I didn't see a single number. It was all X's and lines and all that. That's what I got out of math. As soon as they took the numbers out of math, I said, forget it. Let better heads prevail. That looks like he's got lane 4 zoned back in after that 8-10 in the 2nd. Now he's got a refine in the left-hand lane here. Lanes constantly change, literally every shot. Takes out oil off of one part of the lane and redeposits it, maybe, on another part of the lane. It's a hard word, a lot of S's. $500 for second place. Each of these guys have racked up the funds with us. Oh! Bushwhacks that 5-pin out of there on the light hit. He catches the double. Game on. These guys are so talented. This is a dirty, filthy lane pattern of what's left of it. And they so often come up with their biggest shots in the back half of these winner go-home games. Third consecutive perfect shot, third consecutive perfect results. Max looks to be in trouble over there, which of course leaves 3 bowlers left. His opponent trying to cheer him up. I'd like to see that. A little extra TLC. There's a lot of pressure on these little kids, and they are just physically exhausted, I'm sure. So Pop gave him a little tune-up, and Zeke was giving him the other check too. So don't think stuff like that goes unnoticed around here. Michael trying to put a hammerlock in this match with the 4-bagger in the 8. You betcha. Wow. For a man who has had mostly things go wrong in scratch title matches, he is taking fate out of the equation here by just throwing perfect shots. Josh needs to continue to string to stay alive. Deliberate flare. No matter if he's leading by 600 pins or trailing by 5,000, you will see the same pre-shot routine every time out of him. Maximizes potential and oh, baby! Must have to stay alive. Everything dances around the left side. Eventually they all go down. Game definitely not over. He trails by 25, can cut it back to 15 in the all-important 9th frame. You all know how much that sets up. Close. Got a wheel. Did not wheel. Such fractional differences on challenging lane patterns. Previous shot in lane 3, it's a light hit 5.7 to carry. That time the ball pushes just maybe a foot and a half further down the lane. 2.45 and giant trouble. And again, for you younger guys, look how he's taking this time here. Yeah, he's in a world of hurt match play wise, but he's eliminated if he doesn't convert this. So he takes nothing for granted. Get the spare. You have no idea what Michael's going to do in his 9th attempt. Avoids the chop that time. Really, the chop of the 610 in the 6th was what really hurt him there. Josh can get 211. Michael in the 220s right now, so in the high 220s. Only lost a pin account, so Michael can even afford an open, but that is the last thing you want to think about here. You want to think about do what you've been doing, 10 back again. He's got a look on the supposedly tricky pair. He loves it, but no. Wow. I think he thought that ball was going to hold on. Now that does drop a lot of counts. That is vital for him to get 2 pins on this spare. Again, it's a 211 max for Josh. If he were to do something silly and go 7 out, it would put him at 190, so he's still working on a strike. 1 pin is 2. But I'm glad he got that 2nd pin, because 7-1 was way different from 7-2 in that spot. My goodness. Now he only needs 18 pins on his 10th frame to shut him out. 7-1 would have been 184, 192, and he would have needed 20 pins in the 10th. And he didn't get that much of that 4 pin on that spare, so that was big. And this is now bigger. 18 pins to win a major. First ball strike would go a long way to that. Crashes. Oh! For the 2nd straight shot, he looked like he was just begging it to hold. He thought it might. It didn't, but this time it didn't matter as pins spray across, carry out the 610. He did end up leaving fate to play a role in this, and this time fate smiled upon Michael Marmoleo. He's going to win the invitation. $214 is going to be just enough. The now 3-time JBT champ. We still got a handicap to go at some point today. Stay tuned for that.
And we're going to call that down 3 and 4. So Max and Andrew get ready to hold 3 and 4.
Exactly 2 more games.
Yeah, 2 more games. I'll spend a while. Full 12 hours.
We were rolling along pretty fast. We only filmed up here on the back end.
And in this special edition, you're running up tonight $500 to send your cash. Division Invitational Champion, $1,000 for Michael Marmaleo. Third year JBT title. Next, everyone will be the same order, so right away on 3 and 4, please. I'll go into what's essentially your semifinal game.